Yo.
We are back, YouTube land! How are you today? I just got done with work. It's a Saturday night. And what better to do on Saturday night than to,
Comfy sewer level.
comfy sewer level. That feel when no Eris GF. Right, boys? Or, I forget, Jessie GF.
I feel as if having an Eris GF would be very annoying.
Sure we're not lost?
I mean, all things considered, Tifa's the clear waifu for GF. Let's get a poll. Let's get a poll going on, chat. Let's get a poll going on. Eris, Tifa, or Jessie. You can't say Yuffie. She's 17 years, 11 months, and 30 days. You sick beep. I'm kidding. She's like 16.
Good joke in the first 60 seconds.
Sorry. We lost all of our subs. I think we're up to like 780 now.
Yeah, I think if we reach 800, like, before the year's over, this is definitely our, like, highest, like, growth period.
Go! Yeah, having something to put up, like, nearly every day is pretty sweet. Also, the fact that I started just being like, you know what, I'm gonna schedule these.
Yeah, I think scheduling's help. I think we're just doing games people care about. Obviously, Guitar Hero is really helping. Every Guitar Hero video does better than everything else.
I mean, Lifeline
and
Voice Action Adventure really helps too.
Yeah. And we like Guitar Hero. We've always wanted to do it. I don't know why I procrastinated on it so long. I think I always wanted to get back, because the time when I was the best at Guitar Hero was when I was competing against Brandon in Rock Band 3. And I'm still not at that level, but that's fine.
They wanted to wait till I got good. Ruz, I've been playing real guitar lately. I don't know how. I put down electric guitar for like a year and then picked it up and was like, I'm better. I can play everything in Master of Puppets except for the sweeping part of the solo. Let's go! Eris rules.
Yeah, Eris has a skill called... What is it called? I think it's called, like, Sorceress Storm or something like that, but it's an AoE attack around her that does magic damage but doesn't take any MP. It's just one ATB charge.
Area of effect?
Yeah,
AoE?
It's just like a big circle.
Yeah.
It looks like lightning, but I think it is just non-elemental. I'm not exactly sure, but Eris has insane magic. She can just do it with one ATB charge. And the thing about hard mode is that bosses are, like, really highly tuned, but enemies have pretty low health, so you can usually just steamroll them.
Hey, it's the dog.
Hey. I don't know how Jessie got down here and made a key specifically for this door, but sure.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like padding that lasts about 2 minutes. I don't know why they bothered. Oh yeah, I have to turn that lights. Anyway, this part is... I mean, we're going through the sewers, and then we're doing two of my least favorite bosses back to back. It is literally my two least favorite bosses in a row.
Does that include the train graveyard thing?
They're both in Train Graveyard.
Oh yeah, the big
The sewers is weird, just like original FF7, where you do the boss the first millisecond, and then you just go through the sewers, and there's nothing else.
I'm okay with that once in a while.
Yeah, it's a nice change of pace.
Nice reference to God. She did it. She said the thing.
I bet they're gonna treat Eris like a god in the part 2 and part 3 of the remake. I mean,
Is it confirmed that there's going to be a part 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Square Enix, like, they did, like, a silhouette for part 3. They didn't, like, name it or anything, but, yeah.
Wow. Like, this is, like, all things considered, this is one of the, like, I would say for a console game, it's one of the biggest, like, projects ever. If you include them, like, you know, all as one project.
Yeah, especially the way that they want to do it.
What's the way they want to do it?
You know, just so, like, meticulous.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like, obviously there's bigger games, but it's mostly, like, you know, open world games that are, like, infinity padding fetch quests.
Well, no, I would say all things considered, the fact that it, like, has to be put into 3 parts would make it even bigger than, like, like a Red Dead Redemption 2 or GTA 5, you know.
That's true.
Just because it's like so specific. Also, it doesn't involve any online stuff. So like GTA 5, they're like, oh, do this heist or whatever, and they just, you know, add that. I don't really count that.
Is it?
Dang, Jessie was smart to just throw it in the water.
Yeah, and there's a dog. You can't see it, but there was a dog.
Yeah, I saw that, yeah.
thing.
Didn't they have a name for that dog?
Skipper.
Poopy the dog?
I swear it starts with S, but I'm not exactly sure.
Tifa, excuse me. What the heck? These two girls running past you and running
They
into
don't
you.
respect me. I ain't get no respect.
That feel when not respected.
I know this place. Sector 7 should be just on the other side of this waterway.
So just jump a million miles.
Where Sector 7 begins. Once we cross over, we can start looking for a way back.
Yeah, seriously, the only person that couldn't jump that far is Eris, and you just
Let's try to make our
carry
way
her on your back. You're a soldier.
see if we can't.
Well, he's also jumped that far canonically in the game.
Yeah, by far.
Yeah, for sure.
In fact, when we get to the first part of the train graveyard, there's a huge diversion, and it's just because one train like goes up. It's hard to explain. It's like on a lift, and you could just jump up the ledge, but instead of that, they have to do like so much crap. It's so stupid.
Moving on then.
Yeah, open that thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of linear. Go here, flip this switch, do this thing.
But look at the water graphics.
They look kind of weird.
It's like too many frames per second.
Yeah, it's like too fast.
Or, yeah. Oh, hey, these things were alive down here. I mean, the crabs make sense. The flying, I guess, flying fish, I guess? Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'm just checking FF7 Remake's believability scale. Okay?
Oh, I want to get it.
Oh no, the 1 second Eris needs to do her thing.
No, she's asleep.
It's all over.
These guys actually are like super tanky. It's pretty annoying. I think she's awake. Nope. Whatever.
2, no!
Just hit me! Oh, okay. I guess it doesn't click me out. That's awesome. When Eris can do anything, the battle ends in 2 seconds.
Yeah, literally. Here you go, friggin' Eris. I'll use Cure. Not even Cura on you. Just Cure!
My MP. Actually, we get after we're done with the sewers, we get another MP refill. So actually, don't have to be careful at all.
Nice.
Pretty much, you get an MP refill every chapter change. No, I did not mean to do that. Yeah, let's go. There's a lot of diversions. Like you can go over there to get some green materia. Who cares? Slower.
This is like
Slower.
scintillating gameplay.
Yeah.
It could be worse. It could like be like a Sony made game,
Yes.
and you would have to like.
But it is in that same realm.
Yeah.
Where it's like hold forward.
But it's better than being like, oh, you could fall, you know. That reminds me of like Indigo Prophecy or something like that.
Can you take over?
Boom! How do you pronounce that enemy? Sahagin? Sahagin?
That dance though.
That was pretty cool. I will now do the dance of my dying people. Yes!
Yeah, the water is like too fast.
Yes. It's like too animated. Me versus Guy, not very happy. And that guy was me.
I can't stop thinking about what Corneo said. I know. Me too.
Is this really the right time while Cloud is
There's no way they'd go that far.
doing the thing he's doing right now?
But what if Corneo really was telling the truth?
You know what's better than just hurrying there as fast as you can? talking about.
Yeah, just being like, what if he wasn't lying? What if he is lying? What if he isn't lying? Tifa's done this like 4 times now.
Guys, come on. We gotta keep moving.
Coming. I'll go first.
You better not play as Eris for 3 seconds. I will be so mad.
I think you actually do play as Eris for 3 seconds later.
Okay.
Not now, but later. Make me a liar again.
If she falls, this is me in real life.
I mean, this does look incredibly perilous, but
Dun 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 dun.
Almost there.
what a cutscene!
That cutscene took 1,000 man hours.
Okay, see ya.
Someone missed their kid's recital to make this cutscene.
That reminds me of, you know, Last of Us Part 1, you constantly have to, like, usher Ellie through water with, like, boards of wood.
Oh,
She
yeah.
can't swim.
Yeah.
You do that, like, 10 times.
Yep. But that's a good game, so I give it.
And I think,
this is also a good game.
yeah. But the last one, they're, like, self-aware to, like, yeah, I know what's going on. But it's like, even if you're self-aware of it, why do it again?
Still thinking.
It breaks up the gameplay.
It is true that Last of Us 1 is a very monotonous, boring game.
Stop talking about my waifu.
My favorite parts of the game is the sneaking sections with the zombies, but all the shooting stuff and all the platforming stuff is trash.
I'm gonna not get there in time because I'm gonna go shopping topside.
Decorations, posters. Can I come?
No.
Hey, you know about this sector fall thing?
The date.
Cloud's like, oh god.
Carry all our stuff. He'll be our packager.
When your GF meets your side piece
Nothing.
and they get along. Uh-oh. Uh-oh!
No way. Come on, Tifa.
There should be... I don't know if there's anything like this in this game, I kind of forget. But there should be a part in FF7 Part 2 where you have to choose to, like, briefly save Tifa or Eris. And then the other one gets really mad at you. Just like real life. Like, she wouldn't die, but it's
yeah.
like, help me! And you have to choose. Essentially, I want FF7 Part 2 to be directed by David Cage, is what I'm asking. It is! Excellent.
I don't know. Them accentuating the love triangle thing, for me, is Barrett.
What if Sid became part of the love triangle?
But Sid's like 32, he's an ancient old man.
Yeah, true. Is he in this game at all? Like, even for a second?
No.
No, okay. I hope they do kind of like the voice he had in Kingdom Hearts. It's pretty good. I'd be okay with
That'd
that.
be nice. I remember Yuffie's English voice was fine.
Oh, yeah, are we doing that after the main game? Sick.
It's not that long.
Well, I haven't seen it, though, so that'll be new to
Yeah.
me. It's news to me.
But it's like, it's only 3 chapters. It's easily less than 10 hours long.
Dang, less than 10 hours long. Return the PS5 right now.
What happened to my map?
It's all over. Actually, for me,
it's Citadine.
it's Heidegger. Did I pronounce his name right? Heidegger?
I think it's Heidegger.
Heidegger, yeah. I
I'm
think
pretty
so.
sure they say it. I'm pretty sure it's Heidegger.
For me, in all honesty, it's Scarlet.
For me, it is also Scarlet.
My kind of woman's the one who's completely annoying
That wasn't so bad.
and also mean. That's my type.
Pretty much,
Ladies!
my type of girl is always the evil woman in any JRPG.
Based. And dare I say it, based. That's why I like all the Brave Fencer Musashi girls. I forget what they're called, what the big bad guys, but they're all based. All the girls. Oh no!
there's so much extra crap you can do in here, but I don't need any of it.
I'm just so interested to see how they're gonna do the world map, or if they're gonna have a world map. Like,
I don't know. Do they go to
with the level that they're doing all these, like, my worry is that the world map would be. I guess you could implement like a fast travel and that'd be fine. Like once you reach like Calm, you can like fast travel to like Midgar or whatever.
Yeah,
like that would be okay.
I really hope it's not like super linear like this game. I think if they did like a world map, it'd be like a Final Fantasy X world map where it's basically just a menu selection.
I hope not, because part of the stuff I love about these games so much is being able to explore like out there. You know, it gives a grand sense. That was I really enjoy FF10. The two things that always killed it for me was the unskippable cutscenes, which you can skip now in the newer versions, and no world map was always kind of lame.
And also Final Fantasy X is like, all the maps are just like hallways. Like this game kind of suffers from that too, but Final Fantasy X more than anything suffers from that.
I wish I could start FF10 and just be at like post game, but not post game finish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I could just have a save file that's like, all right, you're at the end of the game, but you're at the part where you can start getting the celestial weapons and stuff, I'd be like, cool. And monster hunting, I'd be like, this is great.
Yeah. Although I'd probably load up a save with like maxed sphere experience, so I didn't experience points, so I didn't have to grind for 20 hours. Because you've never done it, but the Dark Aeons and like Penance are like so ridiculously overpowered. If you don't like complete the sphere grid with every character, you're gonna get one shot in one turn.
Yeah, I only ever played the like standard American PS2 version. I think I got to what's it called, Nemesis. That's the last one in the standard game. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Nemesis, you need to capture
like one of each.
One of every monster.
I'm pretty sure I did it, but I'm pretty sure I never beat Nemesis. It was good enough for me to, like, see it.
I've never beaten Nemesis or Penance, but I have beat all the Dark Aeons. But, like, I remember one time I tried Penance, and I was like, boy...
I'm so mad.
It was just like, I got one shot by some attack, and I was like, I wonder what you're supposed to do. And I looked up a video, and it's like, here's the guide. And it was 1 hour long. It was a 1 hour battle. I'm like, I'm not interested in doing this.
So maybe this is a little different from the one at the bar.
Like, imagine being, like, 45 minutes
Yeah,
through.
the Dark Aeons were, like, a fun battle. Like, each one was, like, only, like... God, what do I do here? Oh, yeah. Okay, I remember this.
Do you know what ultimate battle in a game is awesome? Ozma. Because that's one where he only has, like, I don't know, 65,000... No!
Rip. Every time you fail, you get a bigger,
Oh, that's nice. 65,000 HP. So it's not one of those where it takes, like, forever, but it really tests your skill with the game because it has, like, all, like, the status effects and stuff like that. Having a optional battle where it's just, like, a test of endurance is a very, like, MMO kind of thing, and I don't really enjoy that. Like, I'd rather it be 10 minutes of...
Oh.
Whoa! I'd rather have it be 10 minutes of super hard than, like, an hour of, like, oh, I made one mistake 15 minutes in, cool.
Yeah.
That's just lame.
Super bosses that are just, like, endurance battles are super boring.
Like I said, it's a very MMO thing, but the thing about MMOs is you have, like, 20 other people with you or whatever.
Like, if you're doing a raid boss, it takes forever, but there's a lot of cooperation.
That's fine, and that's kind of enjoyable because you're, like, doing it with others, and everyone has to do their part and whatever, but in, like, a single-player game,
I'm doing my part.
Oh, that's it. I'm going to have to watch Starship Troopers.
Everyone that plays MMOs is the same mental capacity of everyone Starship Troopers.
They're Gary Busey's son. For me, it's the main girl in Starship Troopers. That's my waifu. The one with the eyebrows.
The one with the eyebrows. That's what else I say as well.
With the crazy eyebrows, bruh! I'm doing my part. Boom!
Okay, we're almost done with the sewers, so I'm just gonna spam Flaga.
Necessary.
And it's with Magnify on, which is basically the all materia.
Oh my god.
Man, I wish there was... I understand why there's only one Magnify materia in the entire game, but I sure wish there was more. I think Eris sucks. She's the worst character.
I mean, maybe in, like, the original FF7, but she is based in this game. Just get ready in FF7 Part 2, and I'm saying this to no one in particular, for my party still to somehow be, and I don't care, Cloud, Sid, and Yuffie. I literally do not care.
Yuffie is very fun to use. Wow.
Is she?
Wow. They just melted. Yeah, Yuffie actually feels like a character that has decent aerial combat. You can clearly see that the developers, like, understand the battle system more. And, like, she's just way more fun than any of the base characters. In terms of mobility and, like, aerial combat stuff.
The final 3 characters for, like, PS1 FF7 is Cloud, because you have to, Tifa. What's the third? Like, in, like, the speedruns and stuff. I don't even think it matters, because it's all you need is Tifa.
I mean, are you saying no slots, right?
No slots, yeah, no slots. I'm trying to think, is it... It's not Barret.
Yeah, it barely matters, because Tifa doesn't...
Right, Tifa's the only thing you need. Right.
I'd imagine it's just whoever's the highest level, but I really don't know. Definitely not Vincent.
Not Vincent, he's the worst character.
Yeah,
And
Vincent is easily the worst
I think
character.
Red 13's probably the second worst character.
Yeah, Red 13's okay, but... I mean, if you're going endgame stats, it really is just any character with multi-hit limit breaks.
I think it's Barret, because I don't think it's Sid.
Yeah, it's probably Barret,
I think it's Barret.
because he has, like, really high HP, probably.
Also, his limit breaks are pretty good.
Yeah, his last one's called Catastrophe, right?
I think it does the most damage.
Yeah, it's like a multi-hit, and it's unassuming because it just looks like his normal, like, barrel, like, attack, but it hits every single, like, shot.
Yeah.
Like it's supposed to.
Oh, yeah. I think Catastrophe and Sid's Highwind are, like, the S tier, and then Omnislash is, like, low S tier, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. For me, it's, going into battles with, like, blue materia setups where you just do Omnislash, like, 20 times and kill Emerald in, like,
so
two
boring,
minutes.
though. I get it. That's why I like Ruby Weapon, because you really can't do that.
Yeah, Ruby Weapon is, like, they purposely designed something.
Doesn't
like,
Ruby Weapon, like, stop you from casting Knights of the Round?
You
Or,
can't.
like,
You barely can do any damage at all until he puts his, like, tentacles in the ground.
yeah.
It's like a hard limiter.
I'm trying to think, like, I think he, like, counters or something. If you use, like, Knights of the Round, he, like, uses some crazy counter.
Probably, and also just does 0 damage.
Yeah, also true.
Sector 7 should be just past that large main.
That feel when we could have had Sapphire Weapon, we could have had Onyx Weapon, but they took it away. You know, the weirdest thing to think about is that the original Japanese version doesn't even have Emerald or Ruby. Like, it makes it just seem like it's, like, such a empty game. I know it's only 2 bosses, but it's just so weird.
It reminds me of the original. You don't know anything about Kingdom Hearts, but the first release of Kingdom Hearts 1 didn't have any of the super bosses from the original Kingdom Hearts that we got, except for I think it has Sephiroth, but it doesn't have the 3 other ones, which just sounds so boring.
Right?
All right, so I want to.
Well, because, like, for the Japanese original version of FF7, why even bother getting all the crazy, like, the whole reason you want to get the crazy materia combinations and stuff is for those 2. Because the next hardest thing is what? The like, the battle arena, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that's it. So, I think JRPGs necessitate having, like, a couple, at least, super bosses.
Yes.
And that's the tough part, because we were just talking about FF10 and how, like, there's almost too many super bosses, or they make them too ridiculous. Kingdom Hearts did especially Kingdom Hearts 2, did a great job of having, like, Sephiroth being the hardest, but it's not, like, a long battle. It's just, like, a test of, like, skill. And, like, that battle can't last more than, like, 5 minutes? Maybe less.
Yeah, even the normal difficulties of Kingdom Hearts 2 it's very glass cannon type of battle system, where you can BTFO the enemy, or the enemy will just beat you down.
Yeah.
Let's hurry.
Yeah, let's hurry.
No, I think Tifa should just keep talking.
This won't take long.
No, we're at. This is
Wow.
this is necessary.
Do it.
Get on. This place looks pretty. Probably just because I like blue, but it looks good.
It is nice. Do you know one series I always wanted to play, but I just like literally never will, is the first couple Persona games, because like I would be interested in like the story and stuff.
You
but
would
man.
drop them
Oh yeah,
in
like
a
second.
millisecond.
I own them both for PS1.
Persona 2, Innocent Sin and Eternal Punishment is probably some of my favorite stories in any JRPG, but the actual game itself is really bad.
That's why they make YouTube videos where it's like cutscenes only.
Eternal Punishment, that's the second one that came out like a year later. That one's a lot better.
Wait, Persona 2 had 2 versions?
Yeah, Innocent Sin never came out in America.
Oh, okay.
Well, it got a PSP re-release, like limited, so you can play the duology together, but you'd have to play the first one on PSP, and then the second one, Eternal Punishment, is on for PS1.
Are they both unique games?
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
But it's like a continuation. I mean, you're never gonna play those games.
Nope.
But at the end of Innocent Sin, the protagonists don't really win, and they have to literally reset the universe with the help of Philemon the god, and things are different, and everyone doesn't remember anything except for the male protagonist, who has the hardest life. He is so tortured.
Man.
Oh, guess I'm going there.
I just wish it was more accessible.
Yeah.
And I think Persona Revelations is just like a literal dungeon crawler, right? Like it's like a first-person dungeon crawler, or am I thinking of something different?
Yeah, it is in first person, but when you're like doing some other stuff, it is not all first person.
Okay.
But some of the earlier Persona games, or not Persona, Shin Megami games, like if you played, they did a port of Soul Hackers for 3DS. That was a Saturn game originally. That's another like first person dungeon crawler type of game. That game is also amazing.
You know what game I want to play? Live a Live for Switch.
Yeah, I want to too.
I mean, it's literally just sounds like Saga Frontier.
Yeah, a used copy came in and I took it, but I should play it.
Because
But recently I've been on a visual novel kick between that like last 2 months. Other than practicing this game in Rock Band.
there's a Silent Hill visual novel, I think.
The Experience, yeah, I never played it.
I think it's Japanese only?
Well, you have that PSP release.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I think it's called Silent Hill: The Experience, and I think that's like an interactive novel type thing.
Epic.
Guys.
There's also a really weird port of the original Silent Hill for Game Boy Advance that never left Japan. And I think that's like the story element of Silent Hill 1, like novelized with like, you know, some visual elements, but it doesn't have any of the gameplay. It's so weird.
I mean,
If that came out in America, that would be a $5,000 game.
Easily. Are you kidding me? Like, even like Silent Hill 2 literally sold enough to get greatest hits, and even a greatest hits copy is like $100.
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? It'd be ridiculous. Even games that suck, like Silent Hill Homecoming is like becoming 20, 30, 40 bucks. Downpour, because it's the last one, is like 50 bucks.
The only game that people will forever not care about is Homecoming.
Yep. Because Downpour's at least, the last one. Like, Homecoming's like...
We've got a body.
Homecoming is definitely the worst. There's no question.
Yeah.
Right?
It is the most like predictable sequel. It has nothing original about it. It's just, it's not bad.
You're just being modest.
I remember playing, like, an hour of Book of Memories for the Vita, and I was like...
Oh
why?
yeah, I guess Book of Memories would be worse. But
It doesn't even count.
Yeah, it doesn't even count. It just feels like,
Cloud is literally me right now.
this is me. Get off of me.
Yes! Based.
What was that?
What was that?
What's that just now?
Situation is clear.
Man, I I think like last year I was practicing Twin Snakes for an LP. I should really do that because that game's hilarious.
Hey, can we talk? Just for a bit?
I'm a Cetra. Look at me. I'm Eris.
It's a kid. Ah! Ghost. They tried. My God.
It's your turn.
Those ghosts have a really annoying property of switching between being invulnerable to physical or magic attacks, which of course the boss expands upon, and which is why I hate that boss so much. Because at least these stupid ghosts only have like 5,000 HP.
Even so.
Wouldn't you think that killing these ghosts would just return them back to the live stream? Wouldn't it just be a net positive? What even are these ghosts? In terms of how they work in this world.
It's literally Jack Skellington is what it is. Did I ever tell anyone on the channel that I have 3 Jack Skellington tattoos? Because I do. Okay, I don't, but
Wow.
I'm gonna get them.
I really got that out of you.
Yep.
You okay?
I have every Disney princess on my back.
That's my kind of girl. Wait, no, that's not.
And below it says live, laugh, love.
I'm
Gonna need to find another.
glad we don't have anything like that up in the house. The greatest thing I ever had made is that thing at the top of the stairs that says somehow Palpatine returned, but it's in the live, laugh, love font. I want to get what's his name to sign it. Poe Dameron. Forget his name right now. His real life name. Oscar Isaac. Yeah. So
I was like, Isaac something.
if he's ever at a thing, I will literally take that entire 24x36 thing and be like, please to be signing. And then he'll be like, I hate this guy. And I'll be like, I don't care.
Yeah, I bet every single actor that was in the sequel movies hates their lives. Other than the money, obviously.
Well,
The
I mean,
stars-
Oscar Isaac still gets, like, a lot of jobs.
I mean, yeah. Does,
Nope.
what's her name? Daisy?
Daisy Ridley? Nope. At least not that I've seen. Like, some, like, smaller stuff. Although, I guess maybe you get Star Wars money and you're like,
Oh, yeah.
cool.
So that thing going up is the reason why we have to do a whole bunch of crap, including a boss.
Yes!
And you can see, you could just look at this. Cloud could just step down and walk around, get on top of that. It would be
Stop.
over.
Stop it. Get some help. Oh, yeah, this.
Yeah, this section isn't like that bad. It's just it has just 2 annoying bosses.
I only remember one boss.
Well, you'll see. But they're both in this chapter. Specifically, the second boss is way harder on hard mode. I mean, that's obvious. But he has a lot of, like, unique gimmicks to hard mode. Where he mostly is, like, you want to just cast magic on him. But he has, like, a lot of secondary effects where he'll cast, like, silence on you for, like, a long time. And reflect. It's a very annoying fight.